Hi there, you guessed it, Nick Dutch back on the camera yet again. How the heck's it going? Alright, we got an interesting client today. Sorry, an interesting inquirer today, I should say. This is someone who is a spiritualist medium. Alright, they've got money worries. So why on earth would a medium want to come to someone like me? And that's because every individual in the whole wide world needs to get some kind of reflection from another individual at some point in time. It doesn't matter whether they are a fellow tarot reader, it doesn't matter whether they're a clairvoyant, it doesn't matter whether they're, whatever. People who are in the counselling professions, for instance, often see another counsellor. That's not because they know what the other person would say, it's because there's some kind of interesting exchange that happens when one person talks to another person, alright? That's useful psychologically for anybody, whether you're in the helping professions, whether you're seeking help, it doesn't really matter, alright? So this is someone who's interested in their financial problems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a chronological reading. Now, every single spread that I do is designed bearing in mind the questions that I'm given. Sure, there are some cliches that come through. People are often interested in love, in their relationships, in 3-way or 7-way relationship splits. Yes, I've had one of those recently. So yeah, I mean, there's an awful lot of complex stuff which can come through in a reading situation. But what I'm going to do today is just do a chronological spread, have a look over the next 6-month period, and see basically what's coming through for this one particular inquirer, looking primarily at finance. And so what I'm hoping for, obviously, I haven't done anything to the cards, it's completely random. What I'm hoping for is to see either strong financial signs, namely coin suits, or other signs related to the colour yellow is quite important because it deals with solar energy, and I'm hoping to get some solar symbols coming through as well, because these are things which would normally talk about something better on the other side, okay, financially speaking. Obviously you're a medium, I'm not talking necessarily about the other world when I'm saying the other side in this particular case. It's a prophecy reading. Prophecy, I say, is about probability, not about direct certainty. So no matter what comes out in the reading, carry on doing the best that you can. Alright, just carry on doing it the best that you can, and get advice from any other sources, Citizens Advice Bureau, or whatever it is you've got in your country, okay? Let's have a quick look. Alright. Well, we've got good news for you and we've got bad news for you. The bad news is I'm seeing you going through a bit of struggle and a bit of a worry for a fair time to come yet. It appears that you're in a bit of a mire and you've got to bring yourself out of it one step at a time somehow. This reading is talking about, all of the first 6 to 8 months of this reading, including that one as well, is dominated by a lot of very complex meanings and messages. From the top, it's pointing out your character, someone who's actually going out there and fighting, trying to sort yourself out, trying to do the next right thing. Plenty of signs of anxiety, alright? You've got a lot riding on the decisions that you make, alright? Great feeling of desire, namely you're trying to move your life further forward, and you know in your heart where you want to go and where you want to be. Now, that's like the first 4 months of the reading, roughly speaking, okay? I'm not going to give you an accurate time frame. I would be talking rubbish if I said I was being 100% accurate there. But after then, the whole colours, the whole mood of the reading changes, despite the fact we've still got some signs of strife and struggle there. We've also got signs of a nurturing feeling, looking after yourself, doing the next right thing. Now, you can't nurture yourself, you can't look after yourself if you haven't quite got enough money coming in to pay your bills and look after yourself and keep everything covered. So by the middle of the year, we're seeing a bit of progress, as if you've laid down a lot of foundations. Some of the worry and anxiety that you've got is actually important. It's like a driving force. It's stimulating this sense of desire that we've got here to try and get results. And then after that, we've even got a sense of there being not a better quality of life for you. And when I'm saying a better quality of life, slightly more luxuriant living. And luxuriant living doesn't mean to say you're going to earn like 10 Ferraris and have like a massive mansion in Bel Air. What it does mean is that you've got a little more capital to be able to spend on some nice things for yourself. It means doing the next right thing to make sure you get the next result. But it's not talking about an overnight turnaround. I'm being direct and I'm being honest about that. Some people come to a reader just to have sweet stuff thrown at them. There is a land of milk and honey waiting for you on the other side, but it's going to take you a bit of time and a bit of work to get there. And that, I feel, is the main message of this particular reading for you today. Alright, it's talking about you're going to make the progress, but you're going to make the progress happen. When we're looking very long-term signs, alright, and I mean very long-term, I think this is actually quite fascinating. Alright. And also rather interesting from a mythological or allegorical message. We got, the card signifying death, namely transformation, next to a very good, very powerful sun sign, namely, it's called the Prince of Wands. And the Prince of Wands stands for, in some forms of tarot symbolism, for the Archangel Michael. The Archangel Michael is, in some planetary symbolical systems, the Archangel who deals with solar energy. Think about that for a moment. Who's right next to the Angel of Death. Alright, in the Bible you got the warrior of the Lord, which is Michael, plus you got the Angel of Death, Cassiel, or Azael some people call him. Alright, who's not necessarily quite as positive. Within modern spiritualism, we tend to see the Angel of Death or the Archangel of Death as being quite a positive, quite a caring character. Someone who's seen every single soul and has a lot of wisdom there. I feel that's talking about a number of different things. Firstly, we got transformation to a much better financial way of being, of living, towards the end of this year of 2010. So this whole year is about preparation, slowly starting to see that feeling of progress really building up for you in quite a powerful way, alright? And you're going to really sense the change towards the end of the year. And then it's going to be almost miraculous, because in some religious symbols or some religious systems, the Archangel Michael deals with miracles. It is a positive reading, but it's still talking about an awful lot of, forgive the language, but crap you got to go through in the short term. You may be worried about money now, but this time next year you certainly won't be, according to the reading. So long as you carry on doing the next right thing. I mean, you could make a whopping great muck up on any day that could set you back. So try your hardest not to do that, alright? Try and use your own morality and spirituality to guide you, so that you carry on doing the next right thing. I think that's what this reading's saying for you today. Alright? So I bid you good fortune, God and or Goddess and or none of the above bless. Nick Dutch signing out for now. Hope you enjoyed the reading.